Going on, guys? It's Ken here, and today, as you can see, we've got YouTube opened. I'm going to be doing a video in which I respond to all of the comments that were put on the Lumia video. So, if you look at this, most of these comments are all on the sad story of Lumia. Like, I didn't get many comments on any of the other videos until I released that one. So, this is quite a popular video. I'd like to thank you all for giving me so many views, more views than I've had on any other video. So yeah, thanks. Let's start with this comment here by Bailey Porteous. Lumia will be missed, unlike the drama. Katie has replied, Lumia is not going anywhere. Well, it is, but it's still going to be alive. For the time being, it's gone, says Gaming Gay Goon. Lol, no it's not. I mean, when you stop paying for it, it won't be open. Lumia will be open, just someplace else, new IP, etc., under a new host. But that doesn't mean that the actual server itself is still going to be alive, and that's kind of what her point was. I mean, you might make a new server, but it's not going to be the same. I just wanted to emphasize this in case some of you guys didn't see it, so. Just wanted to clarify, I wasn't pushing for Altair to be banned. He was taken off staff, and I wanted him to earn his position back on staff without it being due to favoritism. Just having him as a regular player re-earning his stripes so he could take being staff more seriously, and so if he were to fuck up again, of course he'd be banned like any other player would. My offense was not wanting him instantly back on staff. Anton. That's what Anton had to say, because what I said about him and about his situation wasn't entirely perfect, wasn't entirely facts. He cleared that up. Thank you for that, Anton. Disclaimer. The reason that it wasn't completely true, everything in the video was based off of either my own personal experience or what people have told me. So, it might not all be true. I don't know who's lying to me and who's not. Lemur says, Yo Ken, we need storytime vid or slap with fists. Okay. Alright, here's some of the more interesting stuff. Altair has replied, Right, I haven't even watched the full video, but perhaps before you assume what happened, you should know all sides to the story, instead of just shit-talking people. For example, the Vanish thing. I was in Vanish. However, since that plugin just works great, it didn't show me being in Vanish. You assume I'm triggered when you don't know how people might be when they're typing shit. Someone could be happy as fuck, pissed as fuck, whatever. It doesn't matter. Instead of making videos which are completely biased, trying to turn people against me, or against Katie, or whoever, how about you talk to us and actually try to find out the full story? Alright, that's a very good point, actually. Maybe the plugin wasn't working right? How are we and Damien supposed to know that? We don't know anything about the plugins. We're not good with technical server stuff. And about talking to you and trying to find out the whole story, I was willing to. I was willing to go talk to you. I wanted to talk to you and set things straight between us, but you just would not accept my Discord friend request, so that's your fault. Alright, I just wanted to throw in this little quick update on the Altair situation. So, Altair did actually reach out to me and did set things straight with me between the time I recorded this video and the time I'm uploading it. So, during editing, I just wanted to throw this in and, you know, kind of do exactly what I said at these screenshots here. So, Altair said, well, honestly, I just want that video removed because it's basically you just talking about me. And as you stated earlier, you did only watch 8 minutes of it, and I promise you it's not all just about you. A lot of it is, I'll admit, but like not all of it. So, then he goes on to say, I'm okay with you remaking a video talking about good memories on Lumia, but please no shit talking me or my friends or anything. It really didn't put me in the best of moods that day. In fact, I was so bloody terrified I ended up doing stupid things to myself, and I could hardly sleep that night because I was worried people would watch that and think I'm some horrible person who needs to be hated. That really implied to me that he did change, and that he's not the monster I described in the last video. And like I said in this next message, go ahead and pause the video and read it if you want to. I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt here. I'm really hoping you've changed. I'm really hoping that we can still be friends like I stated, and I'm really hoping that you don't pull anything else crazy in the future or whatever. I mean, I really do believe you this time, so thank you for reaching out to me and apologizing for all the things you did, and thank you for cooperating with me. And with that, Altair is no longer hated by me. Thank you, Altair. Whoa, that was really close. I almost fell for that shit. Right before I uploaded this the next day, one of my little birds gave me a message here that Altair said, and he's basically, this was after the fact that he came and tried to set things straight with me, it looks like he's saying basically, I'm doing something disgusting by making a video shit-talking people who don't want any trouble. Oh, so you're saying I'm terrible for quote-unquote shit-talking people. Last time I checked, the truth doesn't fall under the category of shit-talking, Altair, and this message literally tells me that you're not actually okay with me, you're not cool with me, you were just trying to get me to take down the video. You were just trying to make me feel bad for you and take down the video, or not talk about you anymore, and not talk about your friends anymore. You know what, Altair, I've changed my mind. This is clearly evidence that you were just trying to please me and say what I wanted to hear. So, yeah, I'm not cool with you. Fuck you, like I said before. That was really close, guys. I almost fell for that shit. But yeah. Alright, Altair. I see how it is. You kind of make more drama with this than End It made, I'm just saying. Never said I was trying to end the drama. Just saying. Alright, Katie's response. Full story? Lol. You were on the server for how many months? This video just shows your ignorance of the server, as well as proves your own guilt and bad behavior in a lot of what happened. So, thanks for actually publicly pointing that out. I have been owner for 5 of Lumia's 6 years, so no, it was not passed down from owner to owner, and it did not happen for a long time. I became owner not long after Twice stepped down, but you know, this is what is to be expected from someone that gets banned from a server for bullying, inappropriate comments, trying to pass off someone else's work as their own, and generally behaving immaturely. Lumia is not dead, but unfortunately your time on the server is. I hope you enjoy the view from the outside. Hell yeah, I'll enjoy my view from the outside. I wouldn't want to be inside this shithole of a server. Look at these tiny 33 by 33 plots. Look at this super under-detailed spawn. And look at this one. It's also really under-detailed compared to all of Lumia's spawns. I'm pretty sure I don't want to be there. The full story is the full story of from when I was there. You point out that I was uninformed about the whole situation because I wasn't there for that long. How many months, as you stated. And that kind of just brings up a point. Like, if I'm considered new, I don't really have the ability to hold a long-time grudge. You guys had plenty of time to make things right, and you didn't. You just continued to blame me that wasn't right, so that's kind of why I'm upset about this whole thing. So Gaming Gagoon replies, okay, so when did he steal someone's build? And maybe he hasn't been here long, but he can still be told things by outside people. Altair replied, Gaming Gagoon told a one-sided story, yes, but not both sides at all. He's never known both sides to any story. Gaming Gagoon replies, he is allowed to do that though, and Katie finally replies, I didn't use the word steal. And if he's using things that he's been told, then that's called hearsay, as opposed to first-hand knowledge, and isn't based on his own experience. He is attempting people to believe by this video. I just barely said that it was all told to me by people, or it was my own experience. I'm just saying what I've been told, which, I mean, how else am I supposed to know? I trust a lot of people, and I don't think many people lie to me about things. Especially those people that I've come to know and trust after a while of talking with them. So, I mean, I never once said that it was entirely my experience. It was my experience plus what people told me, which is also kind of my experience. You experience people telling you things, so my experience. SillyRam11. I've watched about 11 minutes worth of this video, and I'm going to stop here. My ending relationship with Lumia wasn't exactly pleasant, but that doesn't mean I don't care about any of the members portrayed in this video. If my YouTube name doesn't give me away, it's Silly, the former admin/tech admin/ops staff member. This video displays a complete lack of understanding and a very one-sided view of the entire situation to do with LumiaCraft. Where I would go into detail on what happened, I don't feel cause to do so because it's a game server, and if it really affects you so much to post it on YouTube and have a rumbling rant about Altair for what appears to be half an hour, I think you need some help. By the way, not all of it's about Altair. Actually, only about half of it, if that, is about Altair. Most of it's about other stuff, and other people. I'm privy to multiple views of the same situation, because although I don't play on or administrate the server anymore, I'm still in contact with a few people on there who occasionally come to me to blow off some steam and or rant. It's not false. There was a lot of drama on LumiaCraft. It's actually why I didn't fight for my administrative position when I was removed for inactivity. Inactivity was due to issues at home. But there's certainly no need to go on a giant rumble about it on a public forum. I find this video duly offensive because although you're not offending me, you're attacking friends of mine, people I've gotten to know and respect. And yeah, I'm talking about Altair, even Katie. Not to mention, Rose was really quite generous in letting you off the hook. What exactly are you talking about there? And before you go saying I'm biased because I'm friends with them, let it be known that I was friends with you too. Albeit, I didn't really get to know you too well. I'm asking kindly that you take this video down and keep your squabbles to yourself. You're only going to bring harm to your hopeful channel and cause more drama between you and others. Have a chat around and get the full picture before you blindly take one side of the story and deem it true. Again, I had no contact with anyone, so I couldn't get the full story. None of them wanted to talk to me, and that's not my goddamn fault, that's their fault. It seems to me like you have no idea what the fuck is even going on, because you weren't around to kind of know exactly what I was talking about, and clearly, you just stated that you didn't watch the whole goddamn video, so you don't even know what happened. I'm asking you kindly that you take this video down and keep your squabbles to yourself. Thank you for the offer, but I'll say no to that. You're only going to bring harm to your hopeful channel and cause more drama between you and others. Harm. That's funny because this is the most popular video we've ever uploaded. Do your research first. More drama. I can deal with drama. I'm doing it right now. Okay, let's see. Leon Sorensen. I don't play Minecraft, but I've known Kate for most of her life, and if she says you fucked up, then you fucked up, son. Sounds like a 10-year-old kid that got banned for being a troll and misbehaving, and is now whining and crying about it. Grow up and grow a pair. Although, if you're only 10, you've got a ways to go. Alright, buddy. Like you just said, you don't play Minecraft. I don't know if you watched the entire video or not, but most people that are older than me even agree with most of what I said, and you can't really have an opinion. You don't know what the hell's going on or what we're talking about. So, on to the next comment. Chris Ashton. Wow, Ken, I thought we were friends. I guess you just proved what a jerk you really are. Wow, Shadows, I thought we were friends, but you blocked me on Steam for some reason before I even uploaded this video. So, whatever. Asts. For one, I think that this video is totally valid and appropriate. He's explaining his experience, which he has the right to do, but what's hilarious is the reactions this video is getting. You can tell by the fact that he's not being acknowledged for having his point of view of the situation. Own up to the fact that this is exactly how it looked like, and that people failed to resolve any of these misunderstandings ahead of time. Some of these comments basically prove what kind of environment he was dealing with. I totally agree. Some of these comments do prove exactly what kind of environment I was dealing with. I'll just leave it with what he said, because he explained it pretty well. Alright. Micah Jansen. Lol. And you actually think that this is something people enjoy watching. XD. You say Lumia is a drama-infested server and is corrupt? You know you promised Vix that you wouldn't do anything out of harm's way so you could play on Venividi. In fact, you actually broke that promise 4 hours later after a 3.5-hour conversation with Vix. Of course, the things you said was in your own right, but the way you translated it towards the people who were then talking in Lumia were excessive and unnecessary. In the talk you called out everyone who didn't belong in the convo, like Katie and Altair, who didn't have a stand in that part at that moment. You were later on banned from Lumia, showing your real self. And I quote, "Fuck you, fuck Katie, fuck Altair, I'm done with you, ban me from Lumia, I don't give a fuck anymore," in all caps. You fucking people are corrupt, and I don't want anything to do with you. In all honesty, I was just going to join your shithole of a server to fuck with you guys. I'm done with this stupid bullshit. I will admit, that is exactly what I said. He did quote me. And by the way, you're kind of stating exactly what I fucking said in the video. Watch the whole video before you comment. Thank you. At least someone who has grown wouldn't let his anger get the better of himself. Even then, Vix made it so he thought he perhaps acted in a wrong way and changed his posture, and later on came to talk to you, Ken, again, where he told him that he just wanted to be sure that there wouldn't be any drama over the fact him and Altair were together on a server. He told he had the same convo with Altair, in which Altair agreed to that Ken was welcome on the server and he would bury the hatchet. in which Ken did the same after 3.5 hours of talking. Now comes the part where he broke that promise. Okay, this is from Lumia, the server itself. Kenzin. Oh, he goes by Altair now. Libeloge. Ha ha ha. Kenzin. He was banned. I fucking hate that guy. Vix, I just want to set one thing straight right now, actually. I never did make any sort of a promise until after I said that quote that you put in the comments. So, you want some proof of that? I actually do have the Discord messages, so go ahead and check those out. I'll put them up on the screen right now. Okay, so here's your screenshot. Before this, I never made a promise of any sort. This was the first thing I said that was anywhere near a promise. I said, I just wanted to let you know that I am going to try to set aside what he did to me in the past and cope with him being on the server. I know that something is more than likely to go down between the two of us sometime or another. I just want you to know that if I ever start something, I don't mean to. I will swiftly apologize for my mistake and move on. If he starts something really serious, though, I hope you won't side with him just because he is your friend. Base everything off of facts, alright? I just don't want to get too attached to a server that I'm going to be banned from for no good reason. I trust that you will do the right thing as an owner, and I'm sorry if I seem to be assuming things or whatever. Then he sent me the exact same chat log that he put in the comments of our last video, in which I said, I fucking hate that guy. And he said, that wasn't very great to see though. I said, I'm sorry about that, dude. I don't mean to seem rude. Like I said, I do want to play on your server, and I'm willing to set aside what he did so I can. Quite obviously, that wasn't a promise. That was just me saying that I am willing to set aside what Altair did and try to cope with him, as I said in my first message on the screenshot here. Later, I did talk about trying to apologize to him, and that I wanted to, and I felt bad for all of the shit I talked behind his back, and I knew he really didn't deserve it. He already was punished for his actions. He was banned from the server, and I thought about it, and I was like, you know what, I feel bad. And I told him that. I told him I want to go apologize to Altair, but Altair wouldn't accept my friend request and wouldn't talk to me, like I said earlier in this exact video that I'm recording right now. So, again, not my fault, and nothing was actually said before I broke the promise with that chat log that he put in the comments. Vix debunked. This was what he slammed into the server after someone asked about Altair. At this point, Vix spoke to Ken again to ask why he did that. There was no need to say it. He had the right to, but it wasn't necessary, because for someone who states that he doesn't want to cause any drama, he did actually try his best to cause it. I wasn't trying to cause drama. I was simply stating my opinion, which I have the right to do, like you said. Doesn't mean I was trying to cause drama. Let's see. Ken apologized to Vix and told him that he wouldn't do it again, even though Ken did break his promise and stop the drama feud between him and Altair. He was the one to start it off once more. Just by simply stating my opinion. Okay, you're the one who kind of started it by attacking me about it. I told you I'd deal with him. I never said I'd be his friend. Even though I did want to apologize to him for all of the shit I talked about behind his back, and I did want to try to be his friend, but he didn't want to talk to me, so that's his goddamn fault. So then Ken had to join VeniVidi because he couldn't join Lumia anymore, and he did so with Damien at the time. Vix asked him why he was banned, and he acted like he didn't care at all at the time, which showed Vix that Ken didn't actually grow, as he states here in his video. Well, actually, I could get on Lumia. I wasn't actually banned from it like Katie said I was. I could still somehow get on for some reason. If you don't believe me, go scroll back in the chat logs. You'll see that I wasn't banned before I joined VeniVidi, so. Then came the time that he got banned for what he said to Vix in that conversation. Due to the fact that Katie actually had enough of it and wanted the meaningless drama to end, and because Ken was the one with the last words in this drama, she banned him on the spot. I'm pretty sure you didn't watch the whole video. I explained this already. Why are you re-explaining exactly what I said in the video? The fact that Vix was worried about. So he immediately banned him after talking to multiple members of Lumia of what a person Ken actually is / was, even though he had all the information he brought himself to unbanning him and giving him a chance to redeem his position and show who he really was in Vix's eyes. But showing that he didn't care that he got banned over something he said so severe towards an owner of a server he holds so high showed Vix that he didn't learn anything at all, and told him this via Discord and banned him on the spot. I never said that I didn't care I was banned because of what I said. I did care that I said that, and I was going to apologize. I actually did try to apologize, but unfortunately I couldn't reach back to Katie because she had removed me from the Lumia Discord. Therefore, we didn't share any servers anymore, and we weren't friends on Discord, so I couldn't get back to her. I sent her a friend request, and she didn't accept it, so her fault that I couldn't apologize. Also, when he stated that you crossed the line one more time, he didn't add that it was about you between and Altair. But by crossing the line in whatsoever, and you crossed the line by taking it up as you did. Fun part also that Lemur or any of the other names except for Damien were never banned at all. Fun for you to show false facts. Okay, you didn't ban them, but you said they were going to be banned. You clearly stated it here in your conversation with Damien. If you would be mad at someone, I would be mad at him, since he is the one who screwed it up for all of your friends. That clearly suggests that you banned all of my friends because they're affiliated with me. As you say right here, I do not trust anyone affiliated with Ken, so that makes you, meaning Damien, so that makes Lemur, so that makes Goon. I don't know why you didn't finish your sentence, so that makes them what? But you did name Lemur, who you said wasn't banned, so. How the fuck would I know if they were banned or not, Vix? I'm not on your server. I was banned from it. Clearly, that was just the information I was given. I didn't know if it was true or not, but that's the information I was given, and like I said, I don't know the full story because I can't talk to any of you. I only know our side of the story. The fact of passing on the server was already planned. Nobody would be able to take care of it due to expenses. Nobody could. The part where we pass it on to someone we trusted, Katie was willing to, but because everyone who was trusted enough weren't able to pay for it, since the server expenses were $80 a month, then why not give it to several people and have them group pay for it? You think that's an okay solution? If there were several trusted people, split it between them. You know, maybe that's a solution to your problem there. So yeah, the decision was made to stop it altogether, and we get that people think it sucks because they are losing a server they have played on for so long. I love how you also say that we weren't willing to give the IP address, even though Katie was never asked for it, and by asking I do not mean harassing the person that has it, and even so she signed a new year lease on it, so she couldn't. Also, if you wanted to use the name, it would by law not be able, due to that Lumia Craft has been copyrighted. Alright, let me just look this up right now. Can a name be copyrighted? Copyright protection does not extend to titles, names, slogans, or short phrases. The Copyright Office has made that much very clear. So, no, it's not copyrighted because you can't copyright a word, name, title, or phrase. So, yeah, that's false information. So having it put over had to be legally done, and we are not going to, since we were looking towards the future. If we had all the resources once again to bring Lumia back in a better state and start anew. That's worded very poorly, but I think I understand now. By the statement, is that this the end of Lumia 4 and the end of the actual story Ken should have shared? Okay, so you think you filled in all of the missing information when in fact you kind of actually just restated most of everything I said and then added a little bit of information at the end. Why the fuck were you talking about yourself in third person, Vix? Even if you were trying to hide your identity, it wouldn't work, because how the hell would you get all of this information if you weren't Vix himself? So, I don't know why the hell you were talking in third person, but whatever. And finally, Rory XOXO, I didn't mean to interrupt, I'm sorry. A couple other things I wanted to announce before ending this video off. I did say that a lot of what I said was based on other people. It's not just other people that I'm basing some of the stories on. It's 5+ people most of the time that all have the same exact story and are all telling me the same exact thing. Why would they all lie? Do you really think that like 5 people would come up with a scheme to make me get in trouble or something? Like, all of this is true as far as I'm aware, because so many people have told it to me. It's ridiculous to me that you're claiming everything is fake. Katie hasn't owned Lumia shortly after Twice left. Psycho Parrot and Celeste. Mike, it was passed down between like co-owners. There was like different pairs of co-owners or owning it, according to what I'm hearing here. Okay, it went from Twice to Flakes, then to Celeste, then to Mike. Mr. Reynolds is being mentioned. Archon is being mentioned, and then to Mike and Katie co-owning and apparently dating, from what I've heard. You weren't exactly owner like right after Twice stepped down. It was apparently passed down through certain people. I was wrong about it being passed to you straight from Celeste, but what do I know? That's what I was told, so that's what I went with. Now I know the truth, so there you go. There you have it. Another quality about Katie, not only is she kind of making it seem like I'm wrong by just saying, oh, I was owner shortly after Twice was, even though there were several owners between Twice and her. She also kind of tends to be very paranoid about things, and she seems to think that, like, whenever some specific person is, like, causing trouble, she thinks that everyone that's related to that person is also in this giant conspiracy, also trying to cause trouble or whatever. That is just something that's not entirely true. Most of my friends' opinions might be based on mine slightly, because, I mean, well, they're my friends. They kind of stand up for me, and I stand up for them. Don't you do that with your friends? Another thing I wanted to bring up, a common theme among all of the hate comments here, is gaslighting. Let's look at an example here from Katie's response. You were on the server for how many months? This is pretty much exactly the definition of gaslighting. She's trying to make me question my own liability by making me think about, like, oh, you know, maybe I don't know the full story because, I mean, I wasn't around back then. But I'm not gonna fall for it, Katie. I never once said that the story was about what happened back then. I just said that it was the story of what happened now and when I was here. So, your gaslighting's not gonna work. Nice try. Imagine a new player just joined a small community server and they knew nothing about the history of the server. What they did know is that pretty soon after they joined, they were lashed out at by someone over something they weren't aware of and had no control over. And that's what they knew. They just knew that someone lashed out at them and they had harsh feeling towards each other just because of that incident. Can't you see how that would possibly cause that player to make the same or similar mistakes to mistakes that I made? Let's think about the mistake I made where I kept inviting people to the Discord for my YouTube channel. Wouldn't you be excited if you had a YouTube channel and you joined a small community server that needed help and needed more players? Wouldn't you be excited because you had that opportunity to help out the server by advertising for it on your YouTube channel? Can't you see how you would possibly make that same mistake as well? Do you guys think that perhaps the events told in the story that was my last video possibly could have led up to the death of Lumia and Lumia losing players and playtime? Let me know what you think. And with that, I thank you for watching. This has been Kenzen from Shattered Emerald Gaming, and I wish you have a nice day.